Hey crafty friends, today we're making card with the zero waste flower die set from the Craft Your Life project kit chocolate flowers. I started off by using some Hammermill paper and running the die through the die cut machine, and I got all these flowers which I'm coloring in right now with my favorite inks from Altenew, using the mini brushes. And as you can see here, it's really fast. I first start off with a lighter color, and then I add some dimension with some darker colors, just to make these flowers look a little bit realistic. Except for the green ink, all colors are available in my shop, which I'm going to link everything below. So here are the leaves. Put them in a little bin so they're not flying around, and then I'm starting with some yellow and some green inks to color the leaves in. I'm going to get more green colors for leaves into my shop. Yeah, just bear with me. So on the left side you can see the the negative of the zero waste die. Zero waste means that you can use the leaves and flowers as I'm doing right now. You can just use them separately, and you can also use the negative, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit, because the negative is going to be my background. So I'm done with the ink blending, and now I'm taking my card background, which I'm going to create, and also figuring out what sentiment I want to use. And I decided to go with a simple hello, which is from the Timeless Sentiment stamp. So I'm just marking where I need to put my liquid glue, as I'm doing right here, and then I'm just gonna adhere my background panel to the negative of that flower die. And I don't know why I just didn't put the panel on top. I'm doing it the other way around now. I don't know. It would have been easier doing it the other way. So while this is drying, I'm cutting out the word hello 3 times from black cardstock. This is Spellbinder cardstock, really thick and really nice. And yeah, so I think just for the to save some time, I'm adhering all 3 layers on top of each other, so I have a nice stacked hello, and I can put this aside to dry. So I'm going to cut off the excess from my little background panel here using my trimmer, and then figured cutting it with scissors is probably a lot easier because of the the little pieces that are more towards the end of the panel. I decided to adhere the hello down right away because my plan was to put the flowers back into their place on the negative, and which was kind of like a puzzle, so I needed to figure out where which flower needs to go. So I'm doing that, and I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive in the center of each flower, because my plan is to make it a little bit 3-dimensional, and pulling the leaves of the flowers and yeah, back up, as you will see in just a little bit. So just adding everything back into its place. And I also needed to take a look at the die again, which flower piece needed to go, because it was, you know, especially on the edges, it was a little bit tricky to figure out which piece would go where. So, but eventually I did figure it out. The die is 6 by 6, and I had a little bit difficulty cutting out the bottom and the top part. So what I did, I just when I ran it through my die cut machine, I just had my die upside down. So I had put the die onto my plate, added the paper on top, and then ran it through my die cut machine upside down. There are still a few pieces that are white, and I thought I'd figure out which color I would use once I have everything in place, and I decided to go for some yellow, so mildly yellow, and I think I used some dusty pink for the last pieces. They're really tiny. I'm using my sticky mat here to keep everything in place while inking everything up, and that's a great tool which I'm planning to get in my shop as well, the small one as well as the large one. But as you know, I am a small business, so I need to also watch my budget, right, when I'm shopping for crafty things for you. So we're almost finished here, adhering the last bits to the die. And next up, I am just pulling up the leaves of the flowers, and yeah, I just want everything to pop up just a little bit, to be as three-dimensional as possible. I'm also, you know, twisting and turning the leaves a little bit, you know, so that they do look nice in 3D. So that took a little while, but it was fun. And I also decided to add more liquid adhesive underneath my little petals and leaves. You know, just a little blob of adhesive, so that the leaves and the petals of the flowers, you know, that they stay up. So the die set, or the whole kit, comes with the zero waste die, which, you know, just means zero waste, that you can use all parts that you cut out. You can use the negative, and you can use the flower pieces that you cut out. Then there's a stencil included in the kit, so you could stencil those flowers with different colors, or, you know, just do it the way I did it, cut them out and then stencil them, ink blending them, sorry about that, or again, you know, use the stencil before you use the die cut. And I did both on different cards. It doesn't really matter. So decided to cut off that one petal so you're able to read the word hello. And yeah, then I am ready to put my card together, just adding the final touches. I wanted to add something in the center of the flowers and started off with some gold embellishments, and then I went with clear, and it just I don't know, it didn't feel right, so I decided to which you will see in a little bit, to use that die again and cut out some of the, they look like little flower centerpieces or stars, whatever you want to call it, and cut that out in some gold. And as you can see here, looks totally different and so much better. And yeah, just adding the centerpieces to the flowers, because flowers do have centerpieces, right? Using my scissors again to cut off whatever is hanging over the edge, because you know it won't fit in an envelope if I don't do this. And so my little background here, my background panel is finished, and I'm here adhering it to a top folding card. And here we are at the end of this video. Just don't you love this fun 3D looking colorful card? Perfect. Love this so much. So here's the final card. Let's take a closer look at all these 3D flowers. So gorgeous. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.